This portion of Local Lifestyles is sponsored by Ackerman Chiropractic and Fitness Center.
He's back, Dr. Dwayne Ackerman, with more guidance for those who need chiropractic care. Very busy this time of year, and including neuropathy, which we've talked about so many times. But walk us back through, Dwayne, what it means and what people describe to you when they come and say, my feet feel like what?
Well, a great example this morning had a patient came in. She's been to neurologists, family docs, MRIs, the whole deal.
Done that all.
She's got pins and needles feeling in her feet, and her balance isn't that great. So typically balance issues, pins and needles in their feet, or pain or numbness, and her feet were freezing cold.
So you immediately know, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I took the temperature of her big toe and it was 64 degrees.
And what's it supposed to be? 98 degrees?
No, it should be about 85 degrees.
Okay.
Surface temperature is a little bit cooler than internal temperature.
Right, well, which makes sense. So what was the next step? Okay, you know she has neuropathy.
Well, so we do an exam, and actually the exam's a little hard to take because when we do this and the patients realize, oh my gosh, I'm not feeling what I should feeling, it's a very emotional thing.
I'm sure.
For patients to do and to experience, and it takes a little bit to absorb it and process it. You know, this patient really had a hard time with that, and I get it. You know, you think you're invincible, you're gonna live forever, everything's good, and you're like, oh my gosh. You know, now it's not as bad as a cancer diagnosis or anything like that, but it still can be a very emotional experience for patients. And believe it or not, it's more men than women, because men have this, I'm a hero, I can do everything, I can fix everything, invincible, and then they're like, oh my gosh, I'm not feeling this, what the heck's going on, so.
Well, the good news of the bad news is when you give them the bad news, you can usually give them some good news too.
Absolutely. And, this time of year, I always kind of reflect and I'm very thankful for the past year, but I also look forward to next year. It's like, what am I going to do? And for these patients, it's like, is next year going to be better or is next year going to be worse? What are you going to do? You get to make those choices, and we all get to make those choices. What are we going to do? We get a new beginning in January, and are we going to be in better health? Are we going to be better off a year from now than what we are now? And with this neuropathy, we can absolutely do that in 95% of the cases.
And that's such exciting news, especially for people who get that upsetting emotional diagnosis, that there's something that can be done. And a lot of the work is really their work, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just, most of it they do at home. It's very simple. You can do this stuff watching TV. It's not like I'm telling you, you gotta go to the gym and work out 4 hours a day. You can do this watching TV, and we can heal those nerves, get the nerves working better, and then the sensation, the balance, all of that stuff slowly comes back. It takes a while to regenerate nerves, but it can be done in most instances, and it's so fun when we get to hear the people come back and tell us the success stories. We get those every week. We also get the patients who are starting out every week. So.
Right. Well, those people a little further down the line can be very encouraging to the new ones. So hang in there and do the work.
That's right.
Let everybody know how to contact you if this is a question they have.
You can go to our website, ackermanchiropractic.com, or you can call our office at 812-673-4947. Either way, the girls can get a hold of you. You can get a hold of the girls. You can contact us through our website. You can actually schedule an appointment through our website. On the front page, just click schedule appointment, and you're good.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Good to see you.
I appreciate being back, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. We'll be back with more lifestyles right after this. Call Dr. Ackerman.
This portion of Local Lifestyles is sponsored by Ackerman Chiropractic and Fitness Center.